right, here we go. We have the accessory set finally. I say finally, but it actually seems like it came pretty quick. I thought this thing was gonna take forever, but we got it now. So let's open it up and see what this is. Is it even a thing that we want? Nope. Starting with the outside of the box, we've got this really nice setup that looks like the flux capacitor, obviously. But the buttons don't work. It doesn't matter how hard you push them, they don't do anything. Side of the box, just the same thing that we've been seeing on all of the other figures and stuff from this series. And same thing here, top of the box, same also thing that we've seen. Bottom, we've got everybody that's involved, so always a fan. Thank you so much for doing that. Back of the box, that's where all the good stuff is, right? Come on, guys. That's what you want. Come on. The good stuff, right? Did you guys just use a photo for that background? Because I want a background like that. So obviously he doesn't come in it, but that head does. What that head do? What? And then we got some papers. Fun tiny little papers that are not gonna be, that's the worst part of this. That I like, that dumb. But tells you everything on the bottom of the box, what's in there, because sometimes we just don't know. We don't have memories like that. Open it up, you got more shots of all the accessories. So you got that extra hand, it's right there. You see it? Can you see how it's right there and there? So awesome accessories, looking good, and you get a nice little window of everything. So let's literally open it and see what's going on, man. That's it. And then the backdrop in this one, the sleeve, it's just that, no big deal. So, I'm not good at that. Let's look at what we got here, taking out a plastic. Uh-oh. All right, so there we go. We've got everything out. And before we go any further, that's not, words are hard sometimes. Look at what I'm working on now. Man, why am I always doing stuff? So these are gonna be for 1/4 sized figures. And these are gonna be for standard NECA figures. And this is all coming around because of this dang Ninja Turtles accessory set. Look at this. So they'll be available soon. I just got some final things to work out to make sure they work correctly and are the right size, because they are not standard VHS size, but look, whoop, it's gonna work. You're gonna actually be able to put it in there. How cool is that? And then I've got this, but wait for it. Boom, with some custom stuff that maybe Splinter had recorded some stuff. Home Movies 84. Look at that. And these will be made so that the bottoms can look like VHS's inside of it versus, you know, half and half a bunch of these. So you can cut it or leave it. But how fun is that? And then the 1/4 size figures will get a lot more details. Fun. Anyway, on to the thing that you're here for. Those will all be made available to download, but you probably have to pay for those. Can't give everything away for free on this channel. So these are the accessories. And I'm gonna do the box thing. So it comes with Doc's 1955 Brainwave Scanner, Marty's 2015 Incognito Kit, Doc's 1985 Hazmat Kit, Time Machine license plates and holding hand, Einstein the dog and stopwatch, 2015 Fired Facts, 1955 Letter to Doc and Hill Valley phone book page, walkie-talkie, and Marty 1955 Prosper hand. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a fun kit. Now that I have it, I don't even know that I want it. But let's see what happens after we look at the details of it, because the truth is, I don't even have these figures anymore. I'm just over it. And I think that might be why this is the end of the line for this series. I don't think we have enough people that are just into this line to get more figures. Anyway, let's start here. Einstein looking nice, looking real good actually. Look at this little stopwatch. That's nice, man. And this is like a, you know, it's just a string around his neck. So I imagine you could probably get some nice poses and have Doc holding that, bending down and, you know, setting the clock and stuff. But let's look at the articulation here. So his head spins all the way around with some basic kind of peg under there, but then he's got this other section here. So that's kind of neat. So it's like a double, I don't know why, ultimately. It's just the head would be fine, I think. But yeah, you can look up and down a little bit. Nothing too crazy. And then the tail actually can wag, so that's cool. Even though it's just flat underneath. So a little bit better than what you would get with the Toka and Razar from the movie accessory for the Ninja Turtles. So this is nice. It looks good. The texture is good. The fur and everything looks nice. Like it a lot. So we got this extra hand, which is, according to the box, made to hold a license plate. So because it's too hot to handle. But yeah, works. So there you go. You can actually have him holding the license plate if you wanted to. Maybe this hand will work well with this. Plutonium? No, you wouldn't want to do that because that's how you get radiation. We've got Marty's Live Long and Prosper. Looking good. I mean, it's got that nice kind of bunched up rubber suit look. Nice, very, very nice. License plate, we'll look at that by itself in a little more detail. So obviously the one out of the fire, the flames, it's just, you know, if they're not gonna make the car, you're just gonna give us these license plates and pretend like we're gonna be happy enough with that? Come on, make a full-size car. So we got this thing which you can put the shoes into. So his future wear, but that's pretty neat. I mean, obviously you can't get that Nike licensing without paying a bunch of money, I'm sure. So his jacket is in there and it looks nice. It's pretty basic. I definitely don't remember this piece from the movie to know how accurate or inaccurate it is. But the shoes, they have pegs, so I assume they'll go on Marty no problem. He's gonna take his other feet off. But the details of these are nice. Pretty simple, but this is the loose version of the laces. So before they automatically tighten up. Then we've got this hazmat suit helmet, which is pretty simple. I mean, it looks great as far as like details and stuff. I mean, look at that little vent and everything, and then where his eyes would be on the inside. So that's pretty sweet. And it's all soft and pliable. And then you've got Senior Brown looking real surprised, but he's got that gash in his forehead, which is awesome. And the details here, this is actually on like a band, so you can take his head out if you want to. So you could mess around, probably get it on some other characters maybe, I don't know, but look at that hat hair. It looks like he's got a mullet. But yeah, so that's actually just kind of sitting in there, which is nice. So probably easier to deal with and, you know, mess with. You can kind of grab a hold of it with his hands and kind of simulate some stuff from the movie, but it looks really good. This is like some great details that, you know, I'm always impressed with NECA bringing the details like this. Like, good God, look at that. How close can we get to the camera? Look at that. He's got, it's like the pores in his skin are visible. This is insane details. The worst thing in this entire set is this stupid walkie-talkie. They don't even need it. Look at that. The most detail you get is out of the mold piece, the peg from the mold. It looks awful. This thing is so basic. Why? Why even have this? It is not a memorable enough thing. Whatever, we got it. So here you would put another reason to have the car, I think, right? So this, the plutonium goes in there. Let's go gold top, gold side up, yeah. And it is gone forever. Pretty simple. I mean, this is, I don't know. It's just a very simple thing, and I guess it's totally fine to have. No big deal. It's whatever. But you can actually put it in the case, which I like. Now we've got the You're Fired printer, which was an inkjet printer, I guess. You know, those old school printers, but in the future. It's fine, simple, no big deal. And then this, which actually has some nice nostalgia to it, the actual handwritten letter, but I kind of wish it was the taped up version, you know? The ripped up, taped up. I guess you could try to do that yourself, but it was yellowed by the time he shows it to him in the future. And then you got the phone book page, which is just, you know, all right. It's fine, I guess. Cool, good job. Really strange items to select, but the case, this is really the big thing out of the whole set that I was actually interested in. And it's not nearly as good as I thought it was gonna be. It looks nice. The handles don't move on the side, and there's no latches that move. And this doesn't move. That's a missed opportunity, right? Like these handles, like you could have him holding it? That's weird. I can understand the latches because they're tiny, but yeah, that seems strange. But details otherwise looking nice. Saw the labels and stuff, pretty straightforward, right? It's just kind of the same label over and over. Nothing on the bottom, and then on the inside, another label. And then like we saw, this can come out, and then this one is actually empty, but you can't put anything in it. So you got a couple empty ones, and you got these that all have them in there, and that's it. It's simple. It's an accessory set. It is an accessory set. I think this is it. It's done. It's the quickest video I've probably done in a long time that is actually about something. I don't have the figures anymore, so no posing, no messing with any of that. Do you like it? How do you feel? Was it worth it? In the words of Cher, if I could turn back time, I probably would have just canceled this, to be honest. What about you? What do you think? Is this something you had to have? Do you have it now? Are you happy? Am I just being a weenie about it? Like, I like the details, but this does not bring me joy like the turtle accessory sets. This is just something that makes me want a car. What do you think? Tell me something. I feel like I've just maybe wasted both of our time. This is it. Time? I've wasted time for both of us. Dang. Well, I guess on the bright side, these things will be available sometime in the very near future. Thank you for watching this, first of all. And second of all, let's end this day by watching a much more enjoyable through and through video, which is this one right here. That one. Ah, yes, that was a good one. We'll see you next time.